Coming up on City Span, city staff cracks down on yard parking, what it could cost you. SPLOST dollars at work, pennies collected make big improvements possible. The heat is on, easy tips that could help lower your utility bill. And juggling priorities, these women mean business. Stay tuned, City Span starts right now. Hello everyone, I'm Margaret Williams. Welcome to City Span, your source for news and information about Savannah City government. First up, not only is parking in your yard unsightly, in most cases it's also illegal and can result in costly fines. While incidences of yard parking dropped in 2012 after stricter regulations and an extensive awareness campaign, violations are on the increase again this year and the city is taking action. City Span's Jody Jenkins has more.
After the initial success of the campaign against yard parking in 2012, violations have been on the increase, and city officials are stepping up efforts to stop it. During a sweep of Windsor Forest in June, Linwood Brown, Director of Property Maintenance for the City of Savannah, said that conspicuous disregard had forced the city's hand.
It leads to blight, and it also leads to erosion of your yard. It causes storm problems because of dirt going down to the storm systems. You got to consider your neighbors and the cost of properties go down, and I wouldn't want that beside my house.
An awareness campaign about the new ordinance kicked off in 2012 and led to 5,000 courtesy notices of violations. Since enforcement of the ordinance began in earnest in June of 2012, more than 800 tickets have been issued.
Sure, the ordinance states that vehicles must be in an established driveway or parallel to that driveway on either side within 5 feet. So if you just pull up and cut across your front yard, or if you are directly in your front yard, that still is an improperly parked vehicle. The ordinance does not dictate anything in the backyard. You're allowed to park as long as it's not a derelict vehicle, so it needs to make sure it has a current tag and it is operational.
Shortly after beginning her rounds, Bush pulled to the side of the road to demonstrate the blighting effects the city is trying to prevent.
This is what happens when you have multiple vehicles that constantly park on a front yard. It kills the grass.
Bush said that while the city ordinance is being strictly enforced, special consideration is being given to the elderly or handicapped who need to park their cars closer to their doorways. Each fine is $15, but increases to $27 if not paid within 5 days.
For years, city crews maintained tree lawns, that small strip of grass and vegetation between the sidewalk and the street, as a courtesy to business owners and residents. But with limited resources and the need to focus on critical services such as public safety and the fact that city law requires it, the city is asking for your help.
It's the responsibility of the businesses and the residents to keep in front of their respective property cleaned, litter-free, and just maintained at all times.
Because the tree lawns are seen by so many, especially in the downtown area, the city offers these suggestions as to how to keep these areas attractive to residents and tourists alike.
Well, what the city suggests is that they use low maintenance plants in their tree lawns. Nothing that's going to require a lot of water, nothing that's going to require a lot of maintenance. We suggest something that is just low maintenance. The main thing is just keeping the tree lawns clean, free of cigarette butts, free of trash and debris. Just something that's going to be low maintenance.
Business owners and residents should know that unsightly tree lawns, especially in the downtown area, are subject to costly fines if not corrected in a timely fashion.
If they do not comply within 10 days and they go to court, they can be fined up to $1,000.
And while the city may be looking for violators, we also want to recognize those businesses and residents that maintain their tree lawns. That's why in August, in partnership with the Savannah Morning News, Keep Savannah Beautiful, and the Downtown Neighborhood Association, we'll be presenting the Golden Broom Award to a downtown business and the Green Thumb Award to a downtown resident for the most improved and beautiful tree lawn. To find out more, contact the city's citizen office at 351-6527. The City of Savannah is making it easier for area youth to get on-the-job training while learning new job skills and responsibilities. The Savannah Pre-Apprentice Program, an initiative of City Manager Stephanie Cutter, kicked off in June at the Civic Center. Its goal, to provide young people between the ages of 14 and 16 with the skills to help guide decision-making and instill the idea that they can take an active part in shaping their own lives.
We speak life or death to our dreams.
In a nutshell, Lillian Baptiste's words sum up a difficult truth facing many Savannah area youth today. The self-perpetuating cycle where difficult circumstances feed perceptions of low self-worth. It's a cycle that Savannah city government has been trying to find ways to break. First through the Youth Summit, where area youth had a chance to sound off on their concerns to area leaders who can make change happen. And now through Savannah's Pre-Apprentice Program, an initiative by City Manager Stephanie Cutter to directly engage youth in shaping their own lives.
It is about sharing a sense of hope that you can be what you desire to be, and we're here to help you get there.
The aim is to instill a sense of worth and purpose by teaching youth responsibility for their own lives. A key element is providing role models, trained guides who help youth learn how to make better, more informed, and more strategic decisions.
But I think one of the biggest goals that I have for the program is really helping young people to be better decision makers so that they can make sure that their life is on the correct path. And we hope that that happens at home. I believe that it does happen at home, but all parents can use additional support by being reinforced through community effort.
To accomplish that, 40 area youth are enrolled as City of Savannah employees for the summer. By assuming responsibilities for their jobs, they begin to master the basic skills to guide their own futures. And by working side by side with city officials who impact the world around them on a daily basis, these youth will begin to grasp the possibility in their own lives.
It's said that a penny saved is a penny earned. Well, $5.5 million in pennies collected through the voter-approved special purpose local option sales tax are going to good use, funding two major projects in the city, one in Midtown, the other on the south side. Both projects are well on their way to completion. The Tatumville Sound Barrier, located along the Durin Avenue I-516 corridor, is approximately 50% complete. The foundation is in place and preparations are being made to begin the masonry work to finish the wall by late summer.
The Tatumville Sound Barrier, all the concrete footing and the parapet wall is complete. We are currently putting the finishing touches on the parapet wall. The block mason, which is really the craftsmanship of the wall, the block wall has been delivered. It's sitting on pallets and we are waiting to get crews on site so that we can begin actual construction of the mason part of the wall. And we are still on schedule to be complete end of August, 1st of September, and hope to have a dedication by mid to end September.
The wall is designed to provide a sound barrier between the busy section of Durin Avenue and the Tatumville neighborhood. Meanwhile, construction on the Coffee Bluff Marina, located at the end of Coffee Bluff Road on the south side, is well underway. Underground drainage, water and sewer lines are in, curbing and gutter work in the parking lot is underway, and Georgia Power is preparing to put in electrical lines.
Big part about Coffee Bluff, it's a marina on one side, and we'll actually have a park with a fishing pier on the other side of it, so people that are non-boaters can actually go out there and enjoy the marina. We're going to have a picnic facility, we're going to have a fishing pier that goes out. It'll be on the left side of the Marine Rescue Squadron when they're out there, and we're also going to have a playground for all the kids to go out there and play.
The city purchased the marina in late 2008 to ensure public access to the water and to provide a recreational site for all Savannah residents. It is the only marina in the city limits, and work is expected to be complete by the first quarter of 2014. These two projects are among several that Savannah residents can expect to see underway in the next few months. Other voter-approved SPLOST projects include the new Cultural Arts Center, major drainage improvements including the Habersham Village project, the Police Training Center on Edwin Street, and a new South Side Fire Station. We'll have regular updates here on CitySpan as these projects get underway. We'll also be launching a SPLOST update feature on the city's website, savannahga.gov. Look for it in the coming weeks. Coming up on CitySpan, everything old is new again. And later, large-scale music in Forsyth Park.
It's time once again for the city's annual summer lunch program. Kids ages 18 and younger can enjoy a picnic-style lunch at more than 70 locations throughout the city. Free nutritious lunches will be available Monday through Friday. Check out our website at www.savannahga.gov or call our non-emergency information line at 311 to find a location near you. The City Summer Lunch Program. It's food that's in while school is out.
Last month, city crews began retrofitting lights in Washington and Warren squares with new energy-efficient induction lamps. Washington and Warren squares, located along Bryan Street at Habersham and Houston, are 2 of 7 historic squares that will receive energy-efficient and more natural lighting this year. The others are Orleans, Pulaski, Calhoun, Chatham, and Troop squares, as well as the Gordon and Tomochichi monuments in Wright Square. The lights will be retrofitted with Pennsylvania Globe induction lamps to be consistent with the recommendations of the Comprehensive Lighting Plan for Downtown Parks and Squares, which was developed in 2011. The lights will be the same as those in Wright, Whitfield, and Lafayette squares, which were upgraded in 2012 with financial support from the Downtown Neighborhood Association. During the retrofit process, temporary fixtures will be in place on the light poles for the next few weeks. The permanent fixtures, when installed, will be more historically appropriate. Donations, neighborhood matching funds, and existing square renovation funds will be used to pay for the upgrades. The fixtures in Warren and Washington squares should be installed by the middle of July, and those in Orleans, Pulaski, and Calhoun squares by the middle of August. For the 5th year in a row, a cyclist has won the annual Dump the Punt Challenge, which pits a cyclist against a bus passenger against a car commuter to see who can get from Midtown to City Hall the fastest. Savannah Bicycle Campaign cyclist Jennifer Colstock blew the competition away in a blazing display that caught everyone by surprise, once again highlighting transportation alternatives for area residents commuting to work.
And the winner is much earlier than expected. Jennifer Colstock of the Savannah Bicycle Campaign caught everyone by surprise with her speed to win Savannah's annual Dump the Pump Challenge, which pits a bicycle rider against a passenger on a cat bus and a commuter in a car to see who can get from 12 Oaks Shopping Center in Midtown to City Hall the fastest. And while it was no surprise that the cyclist came in first, cyclists have won every challenge in the 5 years of the event. What was surprising was her time. 14 minutes to go the nearly 6 miles of the course, and she was wearing a dress.
I was trying to beat myself a little bit in the other times that the other riders have done, and I think I managed to do that.
Trailing not so far behind Colstock was Chatham Area Transit bus passenger Bill Broker, who came in second. The car came in last. Sean Brandon of the city of Savannah, who normally commutes on a bicycle, said the experience of driving was frustrating.
Oh, it's maddening. It's maddening? Because, I mean, when you're on a bicycle, you have a pretty high degree of flexibility. And generally speaking, you're not really, you can go at the speed that you can go at. Whereas when you're in a car and you're like, I need to get to this place fairly quickly, you're behind people who are sort of slow. You're just dealing with things that like construction and yeah.
John Bennett of the Savannah Bicycle Campaign said that while the bicycle victory is all in good fun, it does make a serious point.
It is symbolic in many ways, but it represents a very real change in citizens' perceptions of transportation and the types of transportation options they're looking for.
National Dump the Pump Day is an annual event that promotes alternative forms of commuting that are cheaper and cleaner for the environment. The City of Savannah CAT and the Savannah Bicycle Campaign have organized Dump the Pump since 2008.
From the Savannah Bells Ferry to the DOT Downtown Shuttle to environmentally friendly hybrid buses, Chatham Area Transit, or CAT, is an important piece of Savannah's transportation plan, providing a variety of options for residents and tourists. CAT's Patricia Hawkins has more.
Hi, I'm Patricia Hawkins with your monthly CAT update. With the start of school just around the corner, it's still time to donate to Chatham Area Transit's Ready, Set, Go Back to School initiative. CAT is partnering with the Savannah-Chatham County Public School System to collect school supplies for the upcoming year. Customers can drop off donations at any CAT bus in the bins provided. The collected supplies will be distributed at the Civic Center on August 24th. Last year, more than 5,000 children received book bags filled with supplies thanks to the generosity of our riders. In other CAT news, service changes could be in store for our CAT riders beginning in October. Over the next couple of months, Chatham Area Transit will hold 4 public meetings to gather comments and recommendations for possible changes. Stay tuned to local media for announcements regarding the times and locations for these meetings, or just visit our website at catchacat.org. And finally, the staff of Chatham Area Transit would like to thank our customers for their patience as we continue construction on the Operations Center at 900 East Gwinnett Street. Work on the Ops Center, as well as the new Joe Murray Rivers Jr. Intermodal Transit Center, should be complete in the coming months, bringing exciting changes and added convenience for our riders. We'll have more on these new and updated facilities right here on your monthly CAT update. Until next month, I'm Patricia Hawkins, and as always, thank you for catching a CAT.
Step Up Savannah, a poverty reduction initiative comprised of more than 100 organizations that began in 2003 with support from the City of Savannah, recently recognized the accomplishments of its Bank on Savannah partners. Bank on Savannah was launched in 2009 to encourage low-income individuals to open bank accounts. It targets consumers that rely on high-cost financial services, such as check cashers, offering instead access to low-cost checking accounts at participating area banks.
By getting involved in this program, you're talking about getting them involved in home ownership and other aspects of spreads. You know, so that's what we need to do, and to give them that comfort level that they need in order to make their dollars work more for them and not against them.
The community and the banks have done a tremendous job, even through a very, very difficult financial time. And now with Mayor Jackson's support, we hope to continue to take it to the next level and really dig in deeper to the unbanked and help the community do better.
Hayes, this year's Bank on Savannah chairman, says that the new program in the works will make it easier than ever for those unbanked members of our community to gain some financial independence from those high-cost financial services.
One thing that's tough for folks that is to get to a bank during traditional hours. Typically taking the time off and the time it is to open an account are not under the normal 9 to 5 hours. So our goal in the next few months is to have certain nights where folks can come in after hours, after they finish working, and open an account a little bit more extended hours, which will make it more convenient for them.
9 area banks participate in the Bank on Savannah initiative, spearheaded by the Banking Task Force, plus Step Up Savannah, the FDIC, and the Federal Reserve of Atlanta. The City of Savannah and the United Way's 211 call center are also partners and act as an information resource, directing callers to participating banks. Another way Bank on Savannah is helping area consumers is through our Bank on This segment, providing easy tips to help make the most of your money. With more, here's Richard Reed from Consumer Credit Counseling Service of Savannah.
As the summer temperatures and summertime utility bills start to make you sweat, you might want to consider making a few changes to cut your energy consumption. Here are some ways to keep utility costs manageable this summer in Savannah. Most people see their electric bill skyrocket in the summer due to increased use of air conditioning. Raising your thermostat even 1 degree can save you money. You might also want to consider installing a programmable thermostat so the air conditioner runs less when no one is home. Doing so can help you save as much as 30% on utility costs each year. And while about 25 million households own programmable thermostats, only half of those take advantage of them. You can also help lower your bill by replacing older light bulbs with compact fluorescents. These bulbs use less electricity and generate less heat, which can help save energy on air conditioning. And remember to clean and replace air filters every month during the summer. Another way to save is by turning off the lights and fans when you're not in the room. A fan that runs all the time can cost $7 or more a month. Also, turning down your water heater temperature to 120 degrees can save you more on your bill each month. After making these changes, consider contacting the power company to ask about budget or average billing plans to help you spread your expenses throughout the year. Summer in Savannah is hot, but dealing with high utility bills is not. If you apply these tips, you and your family can stay cool without draining your bank account. Next month, we'll have tips on how you can get organized to develop a spending plan. Until then, I'm Richard Reed, and you can bank on this.
Still ahead on CitySpan, networking and sharing ideas. These women mean business. And an energy-efficient project in Savannah Gardens, soon to be move-in ready. Welcome back. I'm Margaret Williams. Running your own business is tough. Add to that the challenges of family life and the job gets tougher. That's why the Savannah Entrepreneurial Center hosted a Women in Business Conference in June, providing an opportunity for women business owners to network and share insights on how to cope in a rewarding but sometimes stressful lifestyle. CitySpan's Carol Miller has more.
It's been said that you can't have it all, but for those women who try, juggling family with owning their own businesses, it's good to know that they're not alone. And the Women Mean Business Conference at the Savannah Civic Center in June was to provide just that kind of backup. It was a chance to expand business and support networks, to swap war stories, and to share common struggles.
Because our schedules are so hectic and because the women business owners are trying to juggle and balance, they need a venue where they can come together and compare notes and share experiences. You know, oftentimes it's not just about the wins or the successes, but we learn through the mistakes. And mistakes aren't necessarily that, they're lessons learned. And so we're here to be open, to be candid, not to compete, but to complement each other.
Diana Morrison became a businesswoman almost by accident. As a middle-aged single mom, she didn't think she could find a job. So she started her own business out of her car. And over 20 years later, she's the owner of Advertising Specialty Services and on the board of directors of the Savannah Area Chamber of Commerce. She came to share her knowledge and experiences in hopes of saving someone like her the pain of lessons she's already learned.
You know, I always feel like that you have to give back to those that gave to you. And there were a lot of business owners that have now since retired that gave back to me and helped me and mentored me and trained me and dried my tears and made me go to bed at night, that I just feel like I have to empower another woman just like I was empowered.
More than 150 women attended the conference hosted by Savannah's Minority and Women-Owned Business Enterprise Program. It's designed to help women identify the tools and services needed to establish or expand their companies.
Small business owners will have another opportunity to network and share information at the upcoming Mayor's Small Business Conference on Thursday, August 1st at the Civic Center. This year's theme is Growing Your Business with Ingenuity and Innovation. The conference is free, but seating is limited and pre-registration is required. You can register online at savannahga.gov or call the city's Economic Development Department at 651-3653. As part of its Thrive initiative, the city continues to institute programs that help make Savannah a greener place by helping to reduce the city's carbon footprint and promoting an eco-friendly and sustainable community. City of Savannah Sustainability Coordinator Garrison Marr has more on the latest technology and building techniques that are making new homes in Savannah Gardens more energy efficient than ever.
Have you ever walked through a Department of Energy research laboratory? How about an engineering study of an international manufacturer? Well, we'll walk through both today as we check out one of the new homes in Savannah Gardens. This home, which is still in progress, is a participant in the Department of Energy Building America program. So what exactly does that mean? It means that energy engineers from South Base Energy Institute have verified that this home's on track to be 30% more efficient than a standard new home of the same size. While many of the energy efficient systems like geothermal heating and cooling come standard on Savannah Gardens homes, donations from manufacturers interested in research opportunities help provide even more features. This home was framed with a plywood product with insulated foam board and house wrap chemically bonded to it. The result of the zip system sheathing is a more airtight construction and a more insulated home. We'll be using these temperature and humidity monitors to evaluate the performance in our climate. The water in this home will also be heated in a novel, new way. Water will first be preheated by waste energy from the geothermal loop, a byproduct of the HVAC system. From there, the A.O. Smith water heater will use the volume and temperature of the indoor air to produce hot water, using a similar concept to how an outdoor HVAC unit produces heat in the wintertime. The result is very efficient water heating. This project is made special by all the energy efficient features, but also the contributions of the local builder, youth build participants, and the nonprofit developer Neighborhood Improvement Associations. And this is just one of many new homes in Savannah Gardens. For more information, check out savannahgardens.net. This is one energy efficient way to build a home, and one more way to think green, Savannah.
And finally, on CitySpan, there's a new music edition in Forsyth Park. Last month, the city installed a giant xylophone designed for interactive play for young and old alike. It was funded through a Cities of Service grant from the Bloomberg Foundation and is part of an ongoing effort by the city to provide youth with a range of cultural arts and recreational experiences.
It's available for all citizens here in Savannah. We want to also target the local daycare centers, and it's energy bound to give energy and exercise, and also for the handicapped as well to exercise and have movement.
The xylophone was designed and created by an Arizona artist. It plays 8 chime-like notes and is located on the central walkway, just west of the performance stage. To keep the cost low, the city's building and grounds staff built the wood frame for the xylophone and installed it in the park. That's going to do it for this edition of CitySpan. Don't forget, for the latest news and information about the City of Savannah, keep it tuned to SGTV. Visit our website, savannahga.gov, or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, I'm Margaret Williams. Thanks for watching, and thanks for making Savannah your home.